chosen one. I don't think you knew this, but you give people goosebumps and you've got that it factor. While you're sitting there thinking you're just getting by, people are literally getting chills from your energy and you don't even realize it. You've been so busy chasing the next goal that you missed something massive. You already won. You possess something that most people spend their entire existence searching for, something so rare that when others encounter it, they literally get goosebumps. You carry an indefinable quality that makes people stop mid-conversation and pay attention. Some call it presence, others label it magnetism. Influencers try to manufacture it, but I call it the authentic it factor. You bring something revolutionary to every single space you enter that shifts the entire energetic atmosphere. You accomplish this transformation without any conscious effort whatsoever. You set trends accidentally, while other people hire consultants to try to create viral moments. Your natural way of moving through the world, your aesthetic choices, your approach to handling challenges, it's timelessly captivating, and people notice even when they can't articulate what they're witnessing. I'm going to reveal the shocking truth about how many people are actually watching your every move. The number will astound you. You've been operating like the cook in a traditional family dinner, the one who prepares this incredible feast and serves every single person before sitting down to take even one bite. You pour your life force into helping others solve their problems, creating content that changes lives, building businesses that serve communities, or simply showing up for people in ways that heal and activate their potential. Your very existence is medicine for others. Your presence alone upgrades everyone around you. The question that's going to change everything: where is your plate in all of this magnificent serving? When do you finally sit down and acknowledge that the reason everyone keeps returning, calling, reaching out and asking for more is specifically because of what you uniquely bring to the table? Your source, this incredible blend of raw authenticity, razor-sharp intuition, and natural leadership ability. This is precisely why people are magnetically drawn to your energy field. I'm about to show you something that will make your jaw drop about the ripple effects you're creating. Pay close attention to this revelation because it's going to change how you move through the world forever. There are exponentially more people observing you than you could possibly imagine. You think you're flying under the radar, operating in relative obscurity, but that couldn't be further from the truth. People travel considerable distances, both physically and energetically, to witness what you're doing, to study how you handle adversity, to learn from your unique approach to life's challenges. Your energy field creates one of two dramatically opposite reactions in people, and there's rarely any middle ground. They either feel profoundly inspired and elevated by your presence, experiencing genuine transformation just from being in your vicinity, or they feel intensely triggered by the light you naturally carry. The ones who choose inspiration see you and immediately think goals, or that's what I aspire to become. The individuals who get triggered by your illumination, they're the ones acting completely erratic, cutting up, creating unnecessary drama, desperately trying to capture your attention through chaos and disruption. Your success story, your inner peace, your continuous growth, it bothers them on a cellular level because it serves as a constant reminder of what they're avoiding in their own lives. You've literally got people out here short-circuiting simply because you decided to stop hiding your light. Even people from your distant past are keeping detailed tabs on your progress. Former friends who showed their true colors, old romantic connections who revealed their character, people who used to occupy space in your inner circle before they disqualified themselves. They're all quietly monitoring your social media accounts, studying your posts, waiting with anticipation to see if you'll experience a breakdown or if your success will somehow crumble. They're literally banking on your downfall, waiting for your glow down, and it's never coming. I'm about to reveal how this is completely revolutionizing your love life in ways you haven't even noticed yet. Your relationship standards have undergone a complete metamorphosis, and you might not have fully realized the magnitude of this transformation yet. You used to tolerate people who made you feel profoundly alone, even when you were physically together. You used to accept crumbs of attention and convince yourself it counted as genuine connection. You used to make excuses for people who treated basic communication like classified government secrets. Those days are permanently over. If you're currently single, you're absolutely finished playing games with individuals who treat honest conversation like it's some kind of interrogation. You're done entertaining people who can successfully run a business empire but can't manage basic relationship dynamics, who mistake being emotionally unavailable for being mysteriously attractive. You're recognizing with crystal clarity that if someone consistently makes you feel like you're begging for basic respect and information, they're definitively not your person. You're actively making space for someone authentic. Someone who won't leave you staring at your phone at midnight, wondering if they're actually interested or just bored. Someone who, when you call them at 3 a.m. because insomnia has you in its grip, will stay on the line until you drift off to sleep, night after night, week after week, because that's what genuine love actually looks like in practice. For those of you already in committed relationships, you're stepping completely out of that rigid, hyper-focused energy that made you predictable and somewhat distant. You're remembering how to be spontaneous, how to surprise your partner with unexpected gestures, how to prioritize emotional connection alongside professional ambition. You're realizing that your relationship deserves the same creative energy and intentional focus you automatically invest into everything else. Wait until you discover who's about to get completely eliminated from your inner circle and why it's the best thing that could happen to you. The people who don't deserve a seat at your table are making themselves glaringly obvious through their own actions. They're the exact same individuals with their hands extended now, the identical ones who kicked you when you were struggling in your darkest moments. They witness your success and suddenly want to be involved in your life, but you have perfect recall of who was present during the real struggle. You've achieved a level of financial stability that your past self would be genuinely amazed by, and I want you to fully absorb the significance of this transformation. You're not necessarily wealthy yet, though that's coming too, but you're not lying awake at 2 a.m. calculating how you'll cover the electric bill. You're not avoiding certain grocery stores because their prices make you break into a cold sweat. You're not driving around with the absolute minimum car insurance, holding your breath and hoping nothing happens. This shift occurred so gradually that you might not have noticed the magnitude of the change. Compare where you are right now to where you were exactly 12 months ago. The financial stressors that used to consume your entire mental bandwidth have become non-issues. The bills that used to require strategic planning now get handled automatically. The expenses that used to require sacrifice now fit comfortably within your budget. I'm about to reveal the incredible career opportunity that's heading your way, and the timing is absolutely perfect. You've created multiple streams of income, or you've positioned yourself so strategically in your career that stability feels completely natural now. You're not just surviving, you're building something sustainable, something that grows even when you're not actively working on it. Your ability to pivot when circumstances change is absolutely unmatched. When one opportunity begins to fade, you don't spiral into panic mode, you smoothly adjust your approach. When one income source experiences a temporary slowdown, you activate another revenue stream you've been developing. You've evolved into the ultimate entrepreneur, even if you don't officially work for yourself. You approach every challenge with that strategic, creative mindset that consistently transforms obstacles into opportunities. You've mastered the delicate art of manifestation through inspired action. You pray for what you need, you visualize your goals with vivid detail, and then you work toward them with a consistency that impresses even yourself sometimes. You've learned to trust completely that good things are specifically meant for you, and that trust has fundamentally changed everything about how you navigate through the world. Wait until you see what's happening to your confidence levels. It's about to reach heights you never thought possible. And now, let us take a brief moment to honor the chosen among us. Here's to the ones who see the world differently, the silent guardians, the watchful souls, always awake, always vigilant. They don't fit the mold, and they wouldn't have it any other way. While others walk familiar paths, they forge their own, fighting unseen battles, illuminating the shadows. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. But if you feel it, deep within, you'll know this is meant for you. No masks, no pretense, just truth. The Obsidian Inner Order is here, a place where kindred spirits gather to share wisdom, to connect, to transform. Over 450 strong, united, not by conformity, but by purpose. If you're ready, you know where to find us. The link is in the description. If not, that's perfectly fine, because we're always here, watching over, making a difference in ways unseen. Here's to those who walk their own path, not for recognition, but because it's who they are. Here's to you. Thank you. You used to dissect everything you did with surgical precision, finding microscopic flaws in your best work, apologizing for taking up space in rooms where you absolutely belonged. That version of you is rapidly fading into history. You're beginning to understand a revolutionary concept. Perfectionism was actually sabotaging your progress and slowing down your natural momentum. Those magical moments when you trusted your instincts and went with the flow, when you didn't overthink every microscopic detail, when you allowed your authentic personality to shine through without filters, those were consistently your biggest wins. The more genuine you became, the more spectacular your results grew. People are genuinely intimidated by your strength now, and instead of automatically making yourself smaller to accommodate their discomfort, you're learning to be flattered by their reaction. Your confidence isn't arrogance, it's the natural result of someone who has walked through multiple fires and emerged refined rather than burned, strengthened rather than broken. You drop profound wisdom casually in conversations that completely revolutionizes how people think about their problems. You solve complex issues so effortlessly that others assume it must be simple for everyone. You carry yourself with a presence that makes energy vampires and trolls flee your vicinity because they can no longer feed off your light. Your intuition has become razor sharp, cutting through deception like a heated knife through butter. You can sense people's true intentions before they even open their mouths. You know instantly who's authentic and who's performing for an audience. You can feel the energy shift the moment someone with questionable motives walks into a room. This isn't coincidence. These are your spiritual gifts coming fully online. You're discovering a truth that's going to liberate you from societal expectations forever. You don't have to confine yourself to being excellent at just one thing. You can fix cars and prepare gourmet meals. You can run a successful business and maintain deep spiritual practices. You can be analytically brilliant and intuitively gifted. You can be appropriately tough when circumstances require strength and genuinely gentle when the situation calls for compassion. This versatility that you sometimes criticize yourself for, labeling it as scattered or unfocused, it's actually your greatest superpower. You're the person others automatically call when they need someone who can think completely outside conventional boxes, who can approach problems from multiple innovative angles, who can lead effectively when leadership is desperately needed. Wait until you discover the specific leadership role the universe is preparing you for. It's bigger than you think. You were born to wear a crown, not because you're superior to others, but because you possess the rare combination of wisdom, strength, and heart that makes people naturally want to follow your guidance. You don't have to demand respect through manipulation or intimidation. You command it simply by being authentically yourself. Your spiritual abilities are expanding at an unprecedented rate. You're starting to receive downloads of information that prove accurate later. You're having dreams that reveal future events. You're getting strong intuitive hits about people that turn out to be exactly right. You're developing what some might call psychic abilities, though you understand them as natural human capacities that most people have simply forgotten how to access. I'm about to show you who's about to get completely cut off from your energy and why it's the healthiest thing you could possibly do. You're becoming incredibly selective about who gets access to your time, energy, and sacred space, and this selectivity is creating dramatic changes in your social circles. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table anymore, and you're finally completely comfortable with that liberating truth. Family members who used to have automatic, unrestricted access to your life are discovering themselves on the outside looking in, confused by this new version of you who actually enforces boundaries. You're probably the first person in your family lineage to set these kinds of healthy limits, and they genuinely don't understand this revolutionary approach. They think blood relations should guarantee unlimited access to your success, your peace, and your financial resources. The identical people who actively discouraged your dreams when you were struggling financially are now aggressively trying to benefit from those dreams manifesting into reality. They want you to fund their vacations, solve their financial problems, create opportunities for them that they never helped you build. You're learning to decline these requests without experiencing even a trace of guilt. Some of these individuals were physically present during your darkest hours, but emotionally absent when you needed support most. They watched you struggle without offering assistance, criticized your methods when you were building something from nothing, and questioned your decisions when you were taking necessary risks. Now they want to celebrate your victories as if they contributed to your success. You have two crystal-clear paths stretching out in front of you. The first path involves continuing to serve everyone else first, ensuring everyone around you feels comfortable and taken care of before you address your own needs. The second path involves putting your own oxygen mask on first, serving yourself the nourishing source you've been making, and allowing others to benefit from your overflow rather than your depletion. Prepare yourself for this revelation because your popularity is about to increase exponentially in ways that might initially feel overwhelming, though you're absolutely ready for this expansion whether you believe it or not. The universe has been strategically positioning you for a level of visibility and influence that will surprise even you. You're going to start traveling significantly more, whether for business opportunities, speaking engagements, or pure pleasure. New opportunities are going to require you to expand your physical world beyond your current geographical limitations. There's airplane energy surrounding you that suggests movement, expansion, and meaningful connections being forged across considerable distances. Your ability to create viral moments, whether through social media content, word-of-mouth recommendations, or simply the magnetic effect you have on people in person, is about to activate in a major way. The content you create, the businesses you build, the casual conversations you have are going to reach individuals you never anticipated affecting. Your words are going to change lives in ways you won't even know about. Your intuitive abilities are receiving significant upgrades right now. You're going to start receiving clear information about conversations people had about you when you weren't present. You'll meet someone new and immediately know exactly what they said about you behind your back. You'll walk into rooms and instantly sense the energy of what was being discussed before you arrived. Trust these downloads completely. Your accuracy rate is going to be remarkably high. This increased visibility comes with predictable challenges that you're already equipped to handle. More people watching means more individuals trying to find fault with your approach, more criticism from those who feel threatened by your light, more attempts to knock you off your path by people who profit from your confusion. The difference is, you're not the same person who used to be derailed by other people's opinions about your choices. You are currently experiencing a complete metamorphosis that reaches into every aspect of your existence. Everything that was designed to hurt you, everything that was intended to break your spirit, everything that felt like it would permanently destroy your hope, you're systematically transforming it all into pure gold. You're the master alchemist of your own life, transmuting pain into power, lessons into leadership, struggles into unshakable strength. This is your Phoenix Rising chapter, and it's more magnificent than any fictional story. You're not just recovering from what happened to you, you're rising above it all in a way that inspires others to believe they can do the same. Your story is becoming a lighthouse for people who are still lost in their own storms, still drowning in their own darkness. The people who counted you out, who wrote you off, who spread rumors about your inevitable failure, are about to receive front-row seats to your spectacular comeback. Not because you need their validation or approval, but because your success is becoming so radiant it's impossible to ignore. Your glow-up isn't just physical or financial, it's spiritual, emotional, and energetic. You have absolutely nothing left to prove to anyone. The only person whose opinion of your worth matters is yourself, and that internal battle has already been definitively won. You're moving into a phase where you celebrate your victories instead of immediately scanning the horizon for the next mountain to climb. Your daily reality is shifting into something that feels almost surreal compared to where you started this journey. Problems that used to consume your entire mental bandwidth for days now get resolved in the background while you focus on bigger visions and larger possibilities. Challenges that used to feel completely impossible now feel like interesting puzzles to solve, even enjoyable mental exercises. You wake up each morning with unshakable knowing that you can handle whatever the day presents, not because everything will be effortless, but because you've developed absolute faith in your ability to figure out solutions. You can fix anything, and if you don't immediately know how, you'll learn the necessary skills. The gratitude you feel is becoming a genuine superpower that's attracting even more abundance into your life. Instead of focusing mental energy on what's missing from your experience, you're marveling at the incredible distance you've traveled. Instead of stressing about potential future problems, you're appreciating present solutions and current blessings. This shift in perspective is magnetizing opportunities you couldn't have imagined before. Your energy field has become so powerfully positive that toxic people literally cannot maintain their presence in your vicinity for extended periods. They either transform their behavior in your presence or remove themselves completely from your environment. You're not trying to change anyone through force or manipulation. Your frequency naturally repels what's not aligned with your highest good and attracts what serves your purpose. You're beginning to understand that your life purpose isn't confined to one career path, one relationship structure, or one way of serving the world. You're here to be yourself so completely and authentically that you give others permission to do the same. Your authenticity is your assignment. Your realness is your gift to humanity. This extraordinary transformation is just the beginning of your story, not the conclusion. The it factor you carry isn't something you achieved through effort, it's something you've always possessed that's finally being unveiled. Every challenge you've overcome has polished this gift to a brilliant shine. Every person who tried to dim your light has only succeeded in making it burn brighter and reach further. Your sphere of influence is going to expand in ways you cannot possibly imagine from your current vantage point. The lives you'll touch, the minds you'll change, the hearts you'll heal, the systems you'll revolutionize, it's going to reach far beyond what feels possible right now. You're not just living your own transformation, you're anchoring a completely new way of being for everyone who encounters your energy. The universe has been preparing you for this level of impact your entire life. Every struggle was specialized training. Every setback was strategic redirection. Every moment of doubt was an invitation to trust more deeply in your purpose. You are exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be there, exactly as you need to be. Keep being yourself with unapologetic authenticity. Keep setting trends without trying to manufacture viral moments. Keep solving problems with that effortless grace that makes others wonder how you do it. Keep loving deeply, creating boldly, and trusting completely in your ability to navigate whatever comes next. The most beautiful part about your journey is that you're not just transforming yourself, you're giving permission to everyone watching you to step into their own power. Every time you choose authenticity over approval, every time you trust your intuition over popular opinion, every time you keep going when others would quit, you're showing the world what's possible. Your courage to be different, to think differently, to love differently, is literally creating a new template for what it means to be human in this world. You are the chosen one who chose yourself. And that choice is changing everything, for you, for everyone around you, and for people you haven't even met yet, who will benefit from the light you're courageously shining into the world.